y'all, this your girl Marketta. I did this tutorial today on this look right here. I think I'm gonna call it a sultry Valentine's Day look. I feel like it's very sexy, very date night appropriate. So yeah, this is really fun. This is my first YouTube video, so I'm so excited to be sharing it with you guys. It was so much fun again, like I keep saying it over and over because it really was. I really enjoyed it and I hope you guys do as well. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to return for weekly videos. Bye guys. Okay guys, so we're just going to jump straight in. I started off by using MAC's brow pencil in Spiked just to add a little bit of definition to my brows, just because when you're using foundation, a lot of times the brows can get lost a little bit with all the colors that are added to the skin. I then went in with the Lorac eyeshadow primer. I don't know the full name of this one. It was given to me in like a goodie bag or something, but it's just an eyeshadow primer. It makes the shadows last all day and all night, and it's been getting the job done so far. Then I went in with MAC's I×15 Warm Neutral Palette. I'm using the shade called Brulee. I'm just using that one just to warm up the eyeshadow primer and to make it easy so that when the other shadows go on top of it, they'll blend very easy and they won't skip. Then I went in with the same palette with the shade Saddle. I love Saddle, really pretty transition shade. I really think I use this shade every day in each eyeshadow look just because it's beautiful and looks really beautiful on the skin. I then went into the Vice 4 palette by the Urban Decay. Sorry I didn't get a product shot of that palette, but I'm using the shadow called Bitter. It's a really nice burnt orange shade, really pretty, just to warm up the crease a little bit. Then I went in with the shade Deadbeat from the same palette. Just a beautiful black, smoky, shimmery shade. I love this eyeshadow just because it gives great definition, great sexiness to the eyes, so it's really pretty. And I'm going back in now with that Bitter and just blending the outer edges out just so everything can look very blended. I always tell people if it's not hurting your hand, you're not doing it right. Just blend, blend, blend. I then went in with just a random eyeshadow remover just to clean up the edges, just so that when you're going on with your eyeliner, it'll be very clean and won't look messy. I'm now using the NYX liquid liner. This one is so good. It does dry to like a matte finish, but I'm just doing your everyday wing liner. Look, and I'm like admiring it because I thought it was cute. And I'm just doing the same thing on the other eye. Keeping a steady hand, guys. Now I'm using MAC Zoom mascara. I love this mascara. It's a definition mascara, so it really separates the lashes. But I'm just adding a thin coat of that before I go on with my falsies. My fiance came in. Got a little smooch from him real quick. But anyway, now I'm putting on my falsies. The ones that I'm using today are from Red Cherry. I think these are the number 43s. I'm not for sure right now, but I'll be sure to list that below. Now I'm going on to complexion. I'm using MAC Studio Fix foundation. That got a little tongue-tied. But yeah, MAC Studio Fix foundation. I love this foundation. It gives a very, very flawless look to the skin. I'm in the color NC45. And I'm using a Real Techniques brush just to buff it into the skin. I love flat top brushes just because it gives more coverage. Yeah, I'm still blending. I promise, guys, if you just take a few extra minutes just to blend, you'll see a big difference in your makeup applications. So now I'm going on to add concealer to cover up those Chanel bags underneath my eyes. But I'm using my Ride or Die MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC42. So you'll notice that I'm first just going under the eyes with it. Then I'll start to do a little bit on the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my chin and forehead, and I'm just blending it out. I then go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder just to set it and make sure that it won't crease throughout the day. I love that powder, by the way. And I'm going to bake a little while with that on. Now I'm using MAC's highlighter pen in Peach Luster. This has an orange undertone to it. It basically looks like a salmon color, but what it does is actually cancel out darkness. So I just concentrate that around my mouth area. Then I go in with a natural skin finish from MAC in the color Dark just to set my foundation. Now I'm using the Correct and Conceal, the Contour and Correct palette from NYX. I'm using the darkest shade in that palette just to contour with. I love to do this just because I have a really round face and I love to get that oval shape. I'm now brushing away that translucent powder. We've baked and we've made sure that everything is going to be set and not move throughout the day. So now we can go ahead and brush that away from the skin. So I'm going to jump right back into my eyes, going back in with that neutral palette and basically mimicking what I did from the beginning, going in with that nice transition shade, which was Saddle. Then I go back in with Bitter from the Vice palette, and then I also go back in with that dark shade called Deadbeat. So I just want to make my eyes equal to each other. I want the upper lid to be heavy as well as my lower lash line. And that just adds more smokiness to the look. And I'm using a pencil brush to do this with. It makes it easier. I'm just going back and forth, blending it. I went into my warm neutral palette again just to add a little bit of a sparkly shade to my inner tear duct, and that shade was called Ginger Snap. And I also added Brulee to my brow bone just to give that highlighted look under there. I'm going back in with my liner just to cover up that lash band and to cover up that glue that we used to put those lashes on. Did a little bit of bottom mascara. I used the MAC Extended Play Mascara. I love that mascara. I'm also adding eyeliner in my waterline. This one is by MAC as well. This one is called Smolder. It's really good and it doesn't smudge, so I love it. Moving back onto my skin, this is Prism Blush by MAC, a really pretty neutral shade. I didn't want to do too much of color on my cheeks just because we want to really focus on the eyes and the lips with this look. And my favorite part, the highlighting. If you were lucky like me, you were able to get your hands on this beautiful highlighter. This one's from MAC. It was limited edition, but you can use whatever highlighter you have. This one's called Oh Darling. So pretty. Then I went in with a Makeup Forever. I think it's a sculpting powder. It was a duo. And I'm using the golden shade from there as well. And this is completely unnecessary. I'm just so highlighter happy, guys. I typically always mix. Then I'm just taking a big duo fiber brush just to blend everything together so everything can look blended. Now I'm lining my lips with Cork from MAC. This color is optional. You won't even be able to see it, but I love to line my lips just so that I can have a marker of where to stop with my liquid lipstick. I'm now using a Retro Matte liquid lipstick from MAC. This one is called Oh Lady. Yeah, Oh Lady. It's really pretty. It's like this deep plummy purple shade. I think it complements the look quite well. And as you can see, you can't even see the lip liner anymore because we covered it up. So yeah, guys, this is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was so fun. Look, I'm checking myself out because I was like, yes.